Okay, this is the first look at my 100 watt LED liquid cooled movie light. So what I've got here is, I mean, you've probably seen lots of other YouTube videos with the 100 watt LED. Absolutely phenomenal brightness, really compact. We've got two connections on here. It's very difficult to see. If I bring it close, you might be able to. There's a little plus sign on here, and then there's a metal strip that runs round this right hand edge. That's the positive. Then the negative marked up here. There's another L-shaped strip around there. That side connections the negative. I've connected this, or I've mounted this on a copper heatsink that's got a couple of channels passing through it for the water, connected up with some silicone hose and some silicone wiring so it's nice and flexible. And then I've got a sink for the heat, which is this tank of water. Inside there's a 12 volt DC pump, and when you switch it on, the water just obviously flows around there and slowly heats this up, but it's only 100 watts, can run for quite a long period of time. Pretty much silent, but a better pump would make it even quieter. Then on the power side, got a 100 watt laptop supply, which is 19.5 volts DC. Got that connected into a boost converter, so that's changing the 19.5 volts up to about 35 volts. And it's also regulating the current because this wants to see about 3.5 amps at 35 volts. So we can set that on these two adjustments here. The pump requires 12 volts, so I've got a voltage reducer there that's just dropping that down. That's just a linear regulator, dropping the 19.5 down to 12 to operate the pump. So I just power it up. You can see what it does. It's going to appear not as bright as it does to me. I can hardly look at it. There you go. So you can probably hear the pump. It might be after a while that the pump gets a little bit quieter, because it was making a lot more noise last night when I first built this. So completely cool. If you turn off the pump, after about 10 seconds this block gets almost too hot to touch. So you probably want to monitor the temperature of this, because if your pump fails, this is going to roast, but then again the LED will probably just fry and fail. I might try that sometime just to see how that is. The mounting arrangement I haven't fully worked out yet. I'm probably going to put some sort of L bracket on the back of here, or drill and tap into the end. Got to be quite careful though, because the waterways in here, you don't want to puncture through those. It could be I want to solder something on. I'm looking for some sort of tripod adapter. I might mount it that way up, then just have the leads running like that. All this control system and the water tank I want to place in a control box with a brightness control on the outside. Just pop that there. So it'll be all self-contained. Just plug it into the main, switch it on, and then you'll have an adjustable pot just to set what brightness you want it to operate at. Something's smoking there. I think it's the front face. So there we go. I'm going to do a video about how I built this and about how to build it slightly differently, because I've learned a few things building it. They'll make it much easier for other people. But it's cheap movie light, very bright. Going to make a couple, so where you get shadow either side of the object that you're photographing, if you've got two lights, that will greatly reduce that. There you go. Build one yourself, they're fantastic.